Yo, welcome back. I'm sorry for my lack of uploads. I've been working on a pretty big project for my channel. Basically, today's video, if you haven't seen by the title, are the passes worth it? Now, I'll be talking about whether or not these game passes that you can buy with your tokens are worth it or not. As you can see, I've already bought all of them, so I don't need to buy them, but is it worth buying these is the question. Alright, so the first game pass we'll be looking at is the warp core. Now, if you don't know what the warp core is, it basically allows you to teleport wherever you want. So in this update, as you can see, all players are able to teleport to their discovered challenge or time trial. So I've already discovered Celsius, meaning I can teleport to Celsius. Or I've discovered, let's say, Vestibule, I can travel here. But for the warp core, you can spawn whatever checkpoint you've already found. So example, the vertical checkpoint. Usually players will not be able to teleport there because they do not have warp core, but if you do have warp core, then you can just boom, teleport on top of vertigo. Okay, so game pass number 2 is signal booster. Now, if you don't know what signal booster is or what a signal is in general, signal is basically how close or far you are to a checkpoint, meaning the farther you are, the worse signal you have, the closer you are, the better signal you have. Now, for signal booster, it gives you infinite respawn lives. So for respawn lives, for example, just to give a clear example, I can show you. Now, I'm all the way here, so my closest checkpoint is all the way there. Now, how this works is that whenever you're far away from a checkpoint and you constantly die, you're using up your respawn lives. So it matters how many respawn lives you have. So for me, example, I have 8 respawn lives, but let's say you just started, you don't have any respawn lives, and you have to start grinding up your ranks and your levels to get more respawn lives. Now, when you don't have a respawn life, you don't spawn, you just spawn back to your checkpoint, your last sync that you were synced into. But for someone who does have respawn lives, depending on how many respawns you've used, or depending on how many respawn lives you use, once those respawn lives are finished, then you'll be sent back to the last point you sync to. But if you haven't used any of your respawn lives, once you die again, you'll spawn back in the same spot. So if I were to spawn here or stop here and then just die immediately right after, I don't know, spawning there or dropping there, I'll just spawn back in the same location. Alright, so for the third game pass, it's actually the scanner module. Scanner module is actually really OP if you're a really grindy person on this game. By grindy, I don't mean level grindy or rank grindy, I mean more of money grindy. So what the scanner module does is it scans everything around you for any valuables. So if you don't have scanner module on, then you probably won't receive any of that, but if you do, then you're just gonna see a bunch of little orbs popping around your character that show you where some items are. So for example, if I go here, you can see right here little orbs. It shows you that there's trash there. So if I just come down here, hopefully I can land it. Now if I just come down here, you'll see that it's trash. Based on what items there are, it's always a different color. So if I were to go all the way to vertical, or just the lobby in general. As you can see, gilded jewelry, it's blue. Up there, that's just like regular jewelry or even a tablet, it's going to be green. So depending on the color of the circle is the rarity of the item. So yeah, that's scanner module. If you're a really grindy person, I 100% recommend this for you. It's gonna be really helpful as it will help you grind a lot of money really quickly, and you won't have to go searching for hours. Alright, so I kept the best for last. Now, it's not really a pass that you can buy with tokens, but it's a pass you can buy with Robux. For 299 Robux, you can buy the VIP Game Pass, which is actually surprisingly really good. Originally, when I first saw it, I was like, it's not gonna be too good, but I'll still get it. I got it, and it's actually very good. Now, this goes very well with a lot of stuff. So first of all, what VIP Game Pass does is it doubles your money and the XP you earn. Now, what do I mean by double? I mean that, you know, it just multiplies it by 2 if you don't know math too well. Basically, if I go to Derek right now, so I'll just teleport to Derek. Alright, so if I go to Derek here and I talk to him, what am I selling? My valuables are 12,000. Now I have 221,000. If I sell this, it's going to become 24,000. So as you can see, I went beyond what I was originally supposed to get. I was supposed to get around maybe 220 to 230,000, but instead I get 245,000. Now it literally lives up to your word, or lives up to its word of double. Such as last time, yesterday, when I was playing, or when I was last online, I collected about 20,000 in value of trash. I sold it all, and in return I get 40,000 in value for trash. Now this is really good with the scanner module specifically, since you can see where trash is, and since you can see where trash is, you basically just know like where to go and where to grind from. So it's very OP, very OP. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Of course, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads, as I'm currently working on a very big project. I will put a Discord server in the description, which my friends made for me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you have a great week. Stay tuned for this video because it's gonna be huge. Thank you and bye bye.